Hey, what's up? This is Aiden of Studio Raphael. Welcome back. In this video, we're gonna go back into the beat and we're gonna start playing around with it, and we're just gonna start making it more interesting, more vibrant. We're gonna pick it up. We're gonna see what we can do with it. If at any point in time you have questions about what I'm doing or what I'm creating, please leave them down below. I'm gonna do my best to tell you every single thing that's going on in my process, but of course I might miss things here and there, or you just might have a question that's out of my range, so just ask it. And please, if you enjoy what I'm creating here, if you love being a part of this, subscribe and be a part of the journey, because yeah, it's fun and it's great to do it with you. So without further ado, let's get into the track. Cool. So last video we arranged it. It's super basic. The ideas are there. Let's see what we can come up with just to make this sound more interesting. I'm just gonna start from the top. We're just gonna see how the creativity flows. I hope you enjoy this. Let's go for it. And now that I've kind of reached a point where I get it, I'm just gonna turn the metronome off. I don't need it anymore. So I'm just sort of thinking about how to make this more exciting. I mean, definitely one of the easiest ways to make things exciting is to add vocals to it, but I'm trying to stay away from vocals from this track just because I don't feel like it. So we're just gonna play around with some sounds, see if we like anything. So it's just that. I mean, that sounds kind of nice if we just make it like, I'm just trying to build in some textures. So if we try throwing in some chords. I'm just gonna go into it. Yeah. So I kind of like that dissonance, that weird dissonance I created. It's interesting. Okay, so let's play around with that, just for the heck of it. So this is the fun part about MIDIs. You can kind of just drag stuff around. No. Do do do. Do 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 do. Yes, we want do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. No, so that high note is being too much. Too much. What if it's there? Do do do. Yeah. Do 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 do. It's too resolved. Now I'll be honest, one of my strong suits isn't theory. I'm okay, but obviously this takes me a minute to get. No. Maybe it's this one? Oh no, it's like the same thing. That's interesting. I could do that. It kind of throws you off. It's not what you're expecting, and that's kind of nice as well. Okay, cool. So now this part kind of gets a little boring. So what if we maybe just like repeat it? Just kind of get a little funky with it, you know? See, right, like there's just this sort of basic pattern that's happening, and if we can just make it more interesting. So what I'm doing here is I'm holding Option, and when I click the note, it just copies it. Don't. Oops, no, there. Like now I'm just, playing with the basic melody. Okay, let's go back to the top just to refresh. And now it's kind of like, I want to hear more stuff happening here. Because before when we started, it was just very bland, right? If we do like a really short one. Now, my favorite part about Logic is the autosave feature, because otherwise I would have been screwed there, because Logic's just crashed. This is where the process starts to get a little longer, because this is where it's like more about intricacies of notes and different technicalities. That the arrangement part is sort of like the easy part. You got the basic idea, but this is where it's really nitpicky and finicky about all the details of the track. And then let's like do some sort of crazy and then we're just gonna drag that there. And now that I'm hearing that again, I don't know. Maybe if we... We're going crazy here. So I just like to sing it and play it at the same time. Nope, that's not what I want. You think that's too fast? We want it like that, right? I don't want it to just be boring. We'll bring this part back from the start. Make that intro. And then I kind of want to like change the marimba here as well a little bit, because it's getting a little boring. So it's kind of like we're gonna like, I don't know. So I kind of want to do like some arpeggiation. Just something to like fancy it up a bit. We're gonna go a little faster. I don't know if maybe we change the instrument. Let's try changing it. Let's just like, so we're gonna click all these. I'm gonna do Control M. I don't want to delete them. I just want to mute them. I don't know what to put here. Let's see what other synth ideas we can come up with. Yuck. Maybe not a lead. So we'll just play it and listen and see how it goes. I kind of like that. That's cute. Okay, we're gonna turn the metronome on. Cool. Okay. Let's. I like that. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Well, I'll just quantize it. Yeah. Let's work with it. So we managed to introduce like a different type of melody, right? Just to funk it up a bit. So it's kind of like I like having some sort of moving piece. want something that like moves. So like maybe a sound effect. Oh, I don't know. Nope. Let's just listen. I really want something like twinkly. No. And what we can do as well is, like, if we can't find the right sound, we can also click on the instruments. I can click on alchemy. This is a cool built-in one. And this is like all these different areas that I can click through here. So I can drag it around. And I can see it's like maybe a preset has a sound that I like. That one doesn't. So that's not bad. Maybe. Let's see. I know that it sounds messy at the moment, but that's where mixing's going to come in, and we can start getting a little creative with the mixing and create space for everything, and that's what will really help to give this whole thing more life. Right now, my priority is just pulling it all together and giving us enough elements to work with that we can make it sound fun and exciting. And it's even like the clap. I'm kind of over it. It's just, it sounds dead, so maybe... That's a nice low end when it comes in there. We're gonna try to add a snare. And maybe if we make this snare stereo, just to sort of fill out the space, so not all of our percussive elements are right down the middle. It's coming to life. The idea is like, we're looking for sounds of different timbres that can sort of create different space in the mix, right? It's like an orchestra. If you're putting a whole bunch of violins together, they're all going to sound like a violin, but when you have a trumpet and a violin sound very different. So if we can make something in here that sounds like a violin, and another thing that sounds like a trumpet, and another thing that sounds like a trombone, and another thing that sounds like a saxophone, you can have so many instruments playing at the same time, but they're all doing something different, and they can all still exist with wherever they are in the track, in the song, in the mix. So we're just looking for sounds that we don't have to put everything in the end result, but at the very least we have them here as tools to play around with and to do something with and see what comes of it. So I actually really like that, and because I like it, what I'm actually going to do is just throw in a stereo delay, because I know this is what I'm looking for. Like, I want that type of thing. So, you ready? Cool. So we add a little bit of movement in there as well. I'm not, I want to fix it up a bit, but... Cool. And like, this is somewhere where I know it's a little loud already, so we're just going to pull the volume down on the side here. You can hear, right? Different octaves, different sounds, just to give it life and help this whole thing breathe. And then if we can really like make this area big. So I actually really like the low end of that morning meditation. So I'm just gonna like bring this in because I just liked how it sounded. And then we're just gonna, it sounds like it dies off pretty quickly. So I'm just gonna like copy paste it all the way through. And that way when this starts again, we just have a big low end in it. It just adds more body in there. So what are some other musical ideas we can come up with here to make it sound bonkers? We're gonna shorten the hi-hat a bit. Maybe there's like built-in risers in here. Nope, that's not what. No. No. Hilarious. I mean, that might just do the trick. Right, cool. And then something like a riser is kind of nice to just add a little bit of like a reverb. So we're just going to use the built-in reverb. We'll use like Space Designer because that's the one I like. And I'm kind of like, producing and mixing can kind of go hand in hand. So there's nothing wrong with just putting on a reverb if that's what you want to hear. If I know it's what I want to hear, then I might as well. It's just sound design. Let's play around with the start a little bit, and then sometimes what's good to do is just take a break. So I'm going to take a listen to the start. We're going to take a bit of a break. We'll come back to it. We'll see what more we can come up with. I just want to bring it to a point where it's like ready to start mixing, and that way we can basically just take this from start to finish, have a finished product, and you can get an idea of how a workflow works. I kind of want to include like a high note, but we're only going to do it on the first note. Just to make it interesting on that second repeat. Just use the same sound. We'll keep on just sort of adding it in there. Maybe we can change it up a tiny bit. Like the marimba's kind of acting as like our, our lead here. Do a little crazy boat. Oh, that's. I'm gonna do it. Like do. Keep going lower. So then we go super spacey, which is cool, but we need to have it so that somehow it makes sense. Okay. Another riser there. We're like some vocal chops. What about this? This is weird, but I kind of want to see if we can. What if we like change the note of it somehow? Can I like? Is this gonna work? Okay. What if we do it not flex? So if I go to the top left here in the region, I can transpose this up. It's very silly. But it's different. Start typing in effects. That's interesting. That could be a cool effect to add in after. We'll just leave that there. It's like something to play around with in the mix. Okay, back to the top. This is... Whew. That's hilarious. You can put that at the... What was that? Wherever that there. We'll put these there again. So, if you can't tell, I'm kind of just trying stuff. I could probably put one more riser there just to lead us in. Okay, I think this is in a really interesting place at the moment. I'm going to leave it for a little bit and come back to it. We'll be back. All right, it's been a few hours. I'm back. I'm going to take a listen, hear how it goes, and then we'll dive into it and see what more we can come up with. All right, I just finished listening through it, and I'm actually pretty happy with where it's at. It's fun, it's friendly, it's, it's nothing over the top. It's just a nice little jingle jangle piece of music. There's some ideas that I have that I'm going to play around with here. Kind of just want to throw in some different samples or vocal chops or whatever, just to sort of liven it up in some areas. But where I really think it's going to come to life is in the mix. Just going to go back to the top, start clicking around on stuff, and seeing what we find. That's kind of cool. That's interesting. That could be good here. I'm gonna like chop it up a bit to like do weird stuff. So like me. Let's see what other ones are. I mean, how's this sound? There's actually kind of funny potential right there, but I would just have to do some mixing stuff. Like I want everything to dip out right there. That's actually kind of nice. I don't like the start of it, but I like the sound. See, I'm just kind of picking and choosing moments that I like, and then what happens if we keep it going? And then we can transpose this one up, right there. And then I can go up. I think like a 7. No, 6. Transpose. Come on, where are you going up? Go down. There you go. No, it's just a 5. And then to the 4. And then that pattern can repeat again, just for the heck of it. I don't like where that one goes, so we're just gonna bring it up a touch. Let's see if we can find like some stupid speech for the end.
The clock has started.
We sorted by like how long?
5, 4, 1, 5.
Lift off of mission 3.
1. Tranquility Base.
Welcome home, Columbia. Beautiful, beautiful.
We'll just put it there for fun.
Digital.
5, 4.
And then we'll put this there. And then something we can do, if you hold Option, you can see that. So if I let go of it, this thing here, you can see that, yeah. You can see right at the end here that this connector looks like that. If I hold Option, it changes the shape of it, and it has the lines next to it. And so what I'm doing is I'm stretching it. So I will do Convert and Process because I don't care. Usually what happens when you start to stretch stuff is that it'll get some artifacting sounds and stuff, but whatever.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Welcome home, Columbia. Beautiful, beautiful.
There you go. Okay. Honestly, I think we can throw in a few more things in the mix, but for the time being, I think I'm just happy with that. Awesome. Well, I hope you found that production tutorial helpful. If you have any questions, of course, leave them down below. My goal here is just to help you get to your creative process. This is about you. This isn't about me. I'm just here to help you. So the next video is going to be mixing this track, which is basically the final step of this process. So I look forward to sharing that video with you. So again, my name's Aiden. This is Studio Raphael. If you have any desire to become your greatest self and your greatest artist, definitely join me here. That's what I'm all about. I'm on this journey of becoming the best version of myself, so I'm here to support others in their process as well. If you like this sort of content, don't forget to subscribe. Oh, and one last thing. This is actually as far as we're going to go on the YouTube. So if you're looking to learn more about mixing and to see my in-depth mixing process, then go check out my Studio Raphael school community. The community is a great space to come learn more about your art, learn more about yourself. You'll have access to me as well as other creatives who are interested in the same process of being the best self that they are as well as their best artist. And there's also going to be weekly calls as a way to connect and learn and grow and keep building on our crafts together. So thanks again for being here. Really grateful to have you. Wishing you a great day or a great night wherever you are, and hopefully I'll see you around the studio sometime. Take care.